If there's one thing I didn't do when I was younger, it's get my blood work done. It's get a physical. It's really focus on the internal health. So as I've gotten older, I found it's super important to constantly get my blood work done and look at my labs and see what's going on the inside so that I can make adjustments with my lifestyle. So today, I'm at Impact Medical here in Tampa, and I'm gonna get my blood work done. I hate needles. What's up, TJ?
What's up, bud?
What are we doing today?
We're gonna do your labs.
You ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
I'm not ready. I hate needles, man.
You got nothing to be afraid of. Melina is like Freddy Krueger.
Oh,
so
perfect.
She's wonderful with the needles.
I'm looking forward to it then. What are we looking for today?
We're gonna check all your hormone levels to see how you're doing.
Cool.
See where your testosterone level's at, a bunch of others. Just look at different biomarkers to see how your overall health is. Give us a good snapshot.
Well, that I'm looking forward to. So I guess I'll get through this needle thing and then look forward to the end result.
Wonderful.
Figuring out where we're at.
Awesome.
Thanks, man.
Yep.
What's going on?
Hi, Melina. Nice
David,
to meet you.
nice to meet you
I'm the
too.
nurse practitioner here. We're gonna get some lab work today.
I think so.
All right, great. How are you good? Are you good with the needles?
No.
No, not so much. You're pass out.
I hope not.
Okay. All right. Well, come on and have a seat.
All right.
All right. Great job. You didn't pass out.
I didn't pass out. I did pretty good. All right, cool. So did you take like 7 gallons of blood?
At least, yeah. So you probably feel a little faint. I'm just kidding.
No.
Only took a few teaspoons of it.
Cool.
We'll get those lab results in a few days, and
Cool.
we'll go over them.
Sounds like a plan.
All
Thank
right.
you so much.
Nice to meet you.
Awesome. Until next time. All right, so that was fun. Gave lots of blood. And a couple days, we're gonna review the labs and see what's going on the inside. I feel great. I've been working out 5-6 days a week hard, resistance training, endurance training, cold plunging, sauna therapy, all the stuff you guys see on my channel. So I'm curious to see how my insides are looking. So I'll let you guys know as soon as I get them. All right, so today we are checking out my labs. All right, Doc, how's it look?
Hi, David. Okay, so looking at your lab work, your blood levels were good. So your hemoglobin, hematocrit, those were very good. Your general chemistry, which looks at your kidney function, your blood sugar, and your liver, those were good. Your liver levels were a little elevated, so we will keep an eye on those. They weren't extremely elevated, so I'm not that concerned about those. Cholesterol-wise, triglycerides were a bit elevated as well at 184. We like them to be less than 150. And your LDL cholesterol, which is the bad cholesterol, that was 117, which we prefer that to be less than 100. So we try to say, stick with like a low-fat diet, less red meat. Those can kind of help with that. The triglycerides tends to be more, sometimes it can be alcohol, it can be, processed foods, and sometimes your triglycerides can be high with any sort of hereditary factors as well. B12 was 478. I do prefer people to be around 600 to 900, so maybe adding in a B12 supplement, which could be a good idea. Your vitamin D level was excellent. Thyroid was wonderful. Testosterone was also pretty good as well at 990. I like most men to be somewhere between 900 and 1100.
That's awesome. I was just gonna comment on that because first time I had my blood work done before changing my lifestyle completely, my testosterone levels were under 300.
Yeah, absolutely. I saw that before. So it's great to see that your testosterone level has really raised. And your free level of testosterone is also good. So we have total testosterone and we have free testosterone. And that free testosterone is actually more important because we want you to be in that upper level, that reference range. So you see where your testosterone free level is 22.5 and the upper level is 24.0.
Yeah.
That's great because that means that all the testosterone that you do have, you're actually using. It's actually available to use.
Yes.
Your estrogen level was still a little elevated. Now that can happen if you're converting some of that testosterone to estrogen. But estrogen can make you feel a little sluggish, a little tired. You can also have some nipple tenderness or being more emotional.
I don't have that.
But if it's not a concern, like if you're not having any of those symptoms, we don't have to do anything about the estrogen. However, if you were having any of those symptoms, then we can give you an estrogen blocker, which can help lower that estrogen level.
Is it like DIM?
So there is DIM, which is a natural estrogen blocker, and that's made with cruciferous vegetables like broccoli. Then there also is a medication called anastrozole, and that actually is an estrogen blocker, which you can take usually just like once a week when you have the levels like you do.
Yeah, if my estrogen levels are higher than they need to be, I'm okay trying a little something like that. I take them, but definitely not like consistently. I'll see it in the cabinet. I'll be like, oh, I should take some DIM, and I'll take some. But
Yeah, so if you take it more consistently, that can actually probably lower your estrogen levels too. But it's completely, you know, we can definitely try the anastrozole too, which is only once a week.
Oh, and it's oral or?
It is, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I might try that.
Tiny pill, 1 milligram, just once a week.
I can do that. Man, this is really cool. This is great to see that some massive lifestyle changes can, and I feel it.
Yeah, definitely great.
I definitely feel it. The only thing I will say I feel, and it's maybe the past couple days because we've had some later nights, is I do feel sluggish today, but that might be because I get up at 4:45 in the morning, and then, you know, I've been going to bed at 11 the past couple nights, so I'm not getting enough sleep.
Yeah, so you're not getting enough sleep. Yeah, exactly. Definitely want to make sure you're getting plenty of sleep too, because that's going to help maintain your IGF levels as well as, you know, maintain your thyroid. And then, like I said, adding on a little bit of B12 too, so you need that for energy. I'm
down. So what's the best way to take B12?
So B12, you can do it a couple different ways. You can take it orally. I usually prefer a methylated B complex. So you have like B5, B6, B12. Those types of supplements, you can take those on a daily basis, or you can do like an injection.
Okay. Actually, hold on. I have an idea. It's cool when you have supplements and you don't take them. So I actually have a B12.
Yeah, they don't help if they stay in the cabinet.
They don't. So this has 1.7 milligrams of B2, 200 mg-NEs of B3, 3 milligrams of B6, 1,200 micrograms of B12, and then 20 milligrams of B5. Is that good?
That's great. That sounds wonderful.
This is B Daily from Natural Living. Cool. All right. Well, then I'm gonna start taking this first and see if that helps out. It's good to know too, because there's so many supplements on the market that you feel like you could get totally overwhelmed, like me. And it's good to know that I purchased this and I have this and I don't use this, but I should use this.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're exactly right. People do get overwhelmed a lot with trying to find supplements. That's why it's really important to get lab testing and stuff beforehand, really talking to, you know, your doctor or medical provider that understands the labs and can really cater a plan towards your needs. Because not everybody needs B12, not everybody needs vitamin D, and some people do, and that's really important to be able to test those levels beforehand.
Heck yeah, that's awesome. So I have a couple questions on, you said the liver stuff. So I don't know if I even told you this, but I've been taking liver supplements every day. Heart and soil liver supplements. I take liver, heart, testicle, a couple different desiccated organs. Is that helping me or hurting me? Or is there a way to tell?
So a lot of times they won't really hurt you. It just really depends on the brand, depends on what's in it. Your levels aren't really severely high, and sometimes even things like they call it like non-alcoholic fatty liver, which it can be even genetic. It can be related to, you know, a recent weight gain. It can be related to you know, not eating properly. There's a lot of different things it can be related to. So it's one of those things I'll definitely just kind of keep an eye on. That's about it.
Okay. All right. Anything else that's like maybe I'm doing too much of, too little of?
No, I think actually you look pretty good at this point. I think just lowering your estrogen levels should help with any other fatigue, plus adding the B12, that would be
I just
perfect.
took some.
And then we'll just get your lab work again sometime around 3 to 6 months.
Okay, cool.
Probably 3 months if we're looking at your liver levels again.
Yeah, that's concerning me a little bit. So a couple of things that I do pretty regularly too is I kind of started diving deep into that carnivore animal-based diet, which
that's probably affecting your cholesterol too.
Yeah, I'm 100% sure it is. So I eat a lot of red meat, ate a lot of eggs. I mean, I had 5 eggs this morning with a burger patty of meat, so with butter and salt. So it's one of those things that's like, is the LDL high because of my diet? I would say yes. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would agree.
But is my testosterone also higher than I thought it was going to be because I'm eating a lot of those meats that help to add? I don't know. Like that's one of the things that interests me.
So not usually with testosterone, that's not really affected with your protein intake as much as actually your IGF levels. So IGF levels insulin-like growth factor, and it can be kind of an example of like your favorite level of human growth hormone too. So IGF levels get raised with increased protein intake. However, they have done studies that prolonged IGF levels that are above normal for a long period of time can actually lead to cardiovascular disease, can lead to stroke and things too. So they actually have a sliding scale as far as what age versus what IGF level should be. I mean, yours are fine at this point. It's something we wouldn't want you to have like a prolonged elevated level, which is why they don't recommend like a full protein, carnivore diet initially or for a long period of time.
Okay.
But really, you have to kind of listen to your body. Every body is different, and everybody's going to respond to different things on a lab level differently as well.
Yeah, totally. Well, this is cool. Well, I'm grateful that that things are going in the right direction, and I'm grateful that I'm not crazy out of range. So like my LDL level says 117, the high is 100, so I'm not like 200.
Right, it's not exactly crazy high. The triglycerides, that was the only other thing that was a little elevated, but again, we can also monitor those in 3 months and see where you are. There are also, some people will add things like omega-3 fatty acids, which can be beneficial to helping lower cholesterol, as well as things like red yeast rice, which are natural supplements, and also adding additional fiber to your diet. Red yeast rice. So red yeast rice in studies has been shown to be almost as effective as a statin drug, which is a cholesterol-lowering medication.
Is that like nutritional yeast?
Say it again?
Is that like nutritional yeast?
No.
Nothing.
No, red yeast rice is completely different, yeah. And and of course adding additional fiber to your diet. So, and even can be healthy fiber. Things like avocado have great amounts of fiber in it. That can also help with lowering your cholesterol.
I like avocado. Okay, so
perfect.
In summary, things are looking good. My testosterone levels are high. I'm excited about that. The other things kind of that play alongside with that are, you know,
just minor tweaks at this point, nothing major.
And I can make some minor tweaks to my diet and probably see some improvement to that. So cool.
Absolutely.
All right, well, thank you so much.
All right, and then we'll see you in like 3 months or so for some additional labs.
Sounds like a plan. See you later.
All right, take care.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right, so in summary, I think it's super exciting, but also super important to get your labs done, get your blood work done, and see what's going on the inside, because I made a lot of changes to my diet, my exercise, and honestly, my life routine. If you follow my channel at all, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Getting morning sun and grounded every single day, using no sunscreen and enjoying the sunlight on my skin and trying to get smart sun on my skin and my body, my face, and my eyes. And yes, I look red right now. You know why? Yesterday was my wife's birthday, and we went out, and from the morning we woke up, we were outside. I wore zero sunscreen. There was not a cloud in the sky. I live in Florida, and it was probably a bad idea. I got way too much sun. It's not smart to burn. But it's also showing my vitamin D levels were extremely, not high, they were good. Started carnivore diet, CrossFit, and living this lifestyle, this new lifestyle, cold plunging, sauna therapy, red light therapy, grounding, just trying to live more of a biohacking lifestyle and eating the right foods, eating more of God-provided foods. I definitely say if you're in your 30s and you haven't had a lab done and you want to live longer than 50 or 60, it's probably important to do so. Honestly, I was expecting to find some crazy stuff in here, but nothing crazy at all. I'm pretty excited about this, and I'm just going to keep on doing what I got to do. A couple recommendations are taking B vitamin. This is Natural Living. They are a sponsor of this channel. Not a sponsor, but you know, I have an affiliate link down there that saves you some money. I have a lot of supplements from Natural Living, and most of them sit in my cabinet because I don't take too many supplements. But knowing which supplements you need to take based off of your blood work is pretty cool. So I will be taking this daily, and I will be continuing my mainly animal-based diet, but I'm just gonna dial it back. I did get a little crazy, and I was talking with TJ when I was at the lab the other day about my diet, and I was like, yeah, man, I'm eating like 2.5 to 3 pounds of red meat a day. He's like, why? And I didn't have an answer. Honestly, I watched the Liver King and Paul Saladino and these guys and Sean Baker eating these massive amounts of meat. And they're probably not eating it twice a day. They're probably eating one large meal a day, and I'm curious a little bit more on that. I'm gonna start following them a little closer and seeing what their lifestyle is like, because I sell cars, so this is my job, so I don't need to be pounding meat. It's not like I'm going out and working with my hands and my body throughout the entire day. So I'm gonna dial my diet back in, probably put a few less calories in and a few less ounces of red meat, but I'm gonna keep eating a lot of it. Anywho, guys, thanks for watching. If you've made it this far through the video, I appreciate your interest in getting labs done and getting your blood work done. If you have any questions for me, post them in the comments below. If this video encouraged you at all or kind of pushed you a little bit to go get your blood work done, give me a little thumbs up and let me know that I'm doing something cool to help inspire you to just live a little bit of a better life. Other than that, I hope you guys all have a great day, and God bless. I'll see you in the next video.